Let's go through ZIM's latest presentation. This is a really popular stock because of the big dividend they're paying. Our mission is to outperform the market and lead in EBIT margin. And they're going to do this by delivering innovative shipping. The new ZIM, Global Niche Strategy, they're actively managing their capacity to optimize operational efficiency and advance commercial strategy. They're leveraging big data, business intelligence, and AI to propel profitability and establish growth engines. No pun intended. A customer-centric approach focused on ESG and core values. Their strategy is to focus on select trade routes. 39% of their exposure is in Trans-Pacific. These are vessels that move across the Pacific Ocean. 18% in the Atlantic Ocean, 10% cross Suez, 27% intra-Asia, and 6% Latin America. Here's a visual of all their trade routes. It looks like they touch on Australia. Here's China right here. They travel from the US to Japan. Along South America, Uruguay and Brazil. Here's Italy right here. Ukraine is right here, so they're probably avoiding that port now. Here's Africa right here, so it looks like they go to the port in Angola. Their fleet management strategy is to optimize efficiency and agile deployment. So it looks like they do not own ships, they charter ships to maintain flexibility. When you charter a ship, you rent it for a predetermined amount of time. It could be up to a year, and you're responsible for operating the ship. They secure eco-friendly vessels, 10 vessels that can hold 15,000 TEUs and 18 vessels that can hold 7,000 TEUs. TEU is 20-foot equivalent unit, so they're 20-foot containers that can fit on a ship. So these 10 ships can hold 15,000 containers. And these ships run on LNG, liquefied natural gas. They're sourcing capacity in the second-hand market. They're collaborating with others to improve scope and efficiencies. I'll show you some of their partners in a little bit. The one thing I will say about ZIM is their technology is above everyone else. They have these 5 internal applications: ZIM.com, eZIM, EasyQuote, ZIM app, and MyZIM. This helps them maximize profitability by optimizing cargo mix. ZIM Pulse is an online KPI tool. KPI stands for Key Performance Indicators. They also partner with Hive. This makes it a lot easier to select and book cargo. And in order to maximize profitability, they use ZIM Pro. That's a cloud-based analytics tool. Leads to Agreement helps them streamline and manage internal and external agreements. WaveBL works on blockchain. You can securely send and receive original documents. ZimGuard helps them detect possible misdeclarations of dangerous cargo. Because if somebody adds dangerous or illegal cargo, that can lead you in a lot of hot water. They're working with ShipForward, a digital freight company, and this company guarantees your cargo will arrive to its destination, and they use ZimMark to scan containers. If you compare their technology to other shipping companies, it's night and day. They're also trying to improve their ESG. They're going to charter 10 vessels that carry 15,000 TEUs. The delivery date should be between 2023 and 2024. And 18 vessels that carry 7,000 TEUs. The delivery date is also 2023 or 2024. And they try to get top-of-the-line vessels that use LNG. This reduces CO2 emissions by 25%, 99% less sulfur, and 85% less nitrogen oxides. By 2024, they should have 40% of their fleet using LNG. LNG is liquefied natural gas. LNG is cheaper, safer, and more efficient than regular gas. Their operating capacity is up 20% from January 2021. Container fleet is up 35%, and total volume is up 23%. They plan to add 36 new build vessels. That's between 2023 and 2024. Since they IPO'd, they distributed $21.50 per share in dividends. 2021 is their record year, and they have the best margins of all the shipping companies. The 12 months ended Q1 2019, they generated $273 million of adjusted EBITDA, and it just goes up every single quarter. The growth is exponential. Their adjusted EBITDA in 2021 was $6.6 billion. This $6.6 billion is a little less than all these 10 numbers combined, not including the $4.8 billion. And when they IPO'd, their leverage ratio was 5.3. Now it's 0. They paid off all their debt. So what are they going to do with all their cash? The first thing they're going to do is secure long-term charter agreements, invest in top-notch equipment, focus on acquisitions mainly in Southeast Asia and Latin America, and give money back to their shareholders. In each of the first 3 quarters of 2022, they plan to give 20% of their net income back to you in the form of a dividend. They plan to give 30 to 50% of their entire net income for 2022 back to their shareholders. They did make some assumptions when forecasting 2022. They do expect average rates in 2022 to be higher than 2021. They're also assuming a gradual decline on spot rates in the second half of this year, but still a lot higher than 2021. Their adjusted EBITDA is 7.1 to 7.5 billion, which is higher than their latest EBITDA of 6.6 billion. Adjusted EBIT of 5.6 to 6 billion. They're assuming bunker rates will be higher in 2022 than they were in 2021. Bunker is the fuel for the ship. There's a reason they call it bunker and not fuel or oil. Because a long time ago, when they had steamships, they would store the coal in bunkers. And as you know, coal is used for fuel. And they're expecting charter rates, the rates they pay, to be stable in 2022. Here's a timeline since they went public. They IPO'd in January 2021 and raised $225 million. In February, they signed a contract for 10 15,000 TEU new build vessels. In March, they completed the acquisition of Wade, the blockchain solution provider. In April, they launched ZIM for next generation scanning. And they were able to redeem $349 million of Series 1 and Series 2 notes. Just 3 months after going public, they had that much cash to redeem these notes. That's just amazing. They paid their first dividend in May, which is 4 months after IPO, a $2 special dividend. They issued 8 million shares of common stock in a secondary offering. They signed an agreement for 10 vessels and an option for an additional 5 vessels. They purchased 8 used vessels in the secondary market. They launched the Ship Forward app. In November, just 10 months after going public, they announced a quarterly dividend policy, and they paid out $2.50 in the third quarter of 2021. They signed an agreement in February of this year for 8 new build vessels. Also in February of this year, they extended an agreement with 2M. This agreement gives them access to commute their vessels in the US and Asia. This is their last slide, and as you can see, they have a lot of agility in their niche model. They have a lot of different growth opportunities. They have top-notch artificial intelligence. They have the best EBIT margins, solid fundamentals. They've been crushing it since they IPO'd. They pay their investors an amazing dividend. They're keeping up with their ESG values. As we saw earlier, they have a really good capital allocation model and a great balance sheet since they're debt-free. So let me know what you think. Give this video a like, subscribe, or comment below. Also, if you'd like to get a custom valuation or just support the channel, you can become a member by clicking on the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.